So in 2017, I founded a little organization called REF, Refugee Emergency Fund. And so the aim of this Refugee Emergency Fund is to crowdfund for cases that needs urgent intervention, urgent financial assistance. We've seen so many cases that have been neglected by so many service providers. And so mainly it's those who need access to medical support like surgeries, those who are diagnosed with cancer, those with chronic illnesses, heart surgeries, all sort of accidents, emergencies, also rental, those who have been evicted from their homes, those who need shelter. So all sort of cases that we take in, and it's all 100% relies on public donation. Every time we get a case, a group of us volunteers from all walks of life, we post it online, we post it out there, and the public donates. Which is another thing I love about Malaysia, is that there can be so many negativity around not wanting refugees to be here, but when it comes to someone that actually needs help right now at that moment, people step in and help. Like, I guess it goes without saying that inside all of us there's that sense of humanity and sense of duty whenever we see someone in need, despite our political opinion, despite our own thoughts on refugees generally. When we see someone in need of help, we help. We do receive cases on a daily basis. Last year alone, we received about 300 cases. The year before, 2020, was the highest. We had about 590 cases because it was during the pandemic. So since 2017, I would say we have supported around 2,000 cases in total, and we have raised almost $1.5 million ringgit. And so this $1.5 million, it didn't just come at once, of course. It throughout the years, for every case that comes in, we fundraise. It comes in, we pay directly. It goes out on the same day or on the next day. And so in total, we just finalized our auditing recently. In total, about $1.5 million raised, and all from public donations. And it's all run by volunteers, which sometimes for me, even I can't believe it, right? We could achieve so much when you bring a group of passionate individuals into a cause that actually means something, actually makes an impact. And this impact you can see immediately. There's immediate result of someone who's successfully done a surgery, or a pregnant mother who safely delivers a baby. I guess it all started when I myself experienced being neglected when I was in detention center. When I saw children that were in detention who were younger than me. And so when, it got me thinking, how cruel can we be as a society and as a world entirely towards children, right? Towards human beings, yet alone children. And so I just told myself, I can't just, if one day I would be if I were to be released from here, I don't want to just continue with my life working in a restaurant knowing there are still children detained, knowing that I had a story to share, but I didn't. And so I said, okay, it's time for me to step up. And so when I was released, I started Googling different refugee schools around me and went on and volunteered in these schools. I started speaking and sharing my story and the story of those children in detention center at different conferences, different webinars and seminars. And all I wanted to do is that I was throughout, when I shared my story and the experience I've had in detention center, and I asked questions to the audience, is that why are we allowing this to happen? All I hoped for is that for a policymaker to listen and change something, right? And so today, when the Home Minister, announced that they will be starting releasing children, I felt such a relief in my heart, and I told myself, this is a small step towards my retirement from the refugee work, from this support work, right? Is that, of course, it doesn't end here. Releasing children from detention is something very, very crucial, but it's not the only thing that is needed for refugees. But it just made me so happy and also sad at the same time, that why wasn't there a Home Minister who announced this when I was in detention? Why wasn't there someone in power who look at us and say, this is wrong. They shouldn't be detained. They should be in a playground. They should be sent to school. They should be surrounded by love. And so part of me felt sad that, how far I have become as a person, and grateful to God that made me alive till this day to see this on the news. But also sad that part of me wishes the inner child in me still feel that this world has been injustice and unfair. But there's nothing that can be changed about that. What we can change is what's coming.